Spring 2011, Fox was walking with his dog in that area. That's the mountains in New South Wales, and have a sighting of something he couldn't understand what happened, and probably there was the black cat. And I'm going to talk to Fox to get what happened that day, and that was spring 2011. Okay, hey Fox, what happened that day? Could you tell us what really happened?
I was coming down through here. This bloke here, he was up in front of me, one up ahead of me, and just around this area, he stopped, just sniffing around.
Can you speak a bit more louder, Fox?
Sorry, mate. Yes. And he was sniffing around this area here. And then when I've come up, a big patch of blood. It's pretty fresh.
Where exactly was that blood?
Around this area here.
Around this area, somewhere in the grass.
In this spot here, so
Yep.
there was a trail of blood leading up to the woods. And it was pretty fresh because it was a cool morning. And there was a bit of odour coming up on the off the blood, like steam sort of thing. Sorry about that, ignore that. So I followed the trail of blood. Dog ran up ahead of me, and then he come to a sudden halt there at where the trees are. And I walked up into that area there, and that's where I come across this carcass of the root.
Can you walk straight on what you remember? There was a trace of blood, and I just follow you.
The animal was just laying there, head was facing that way.
What animal was that? There was a.
That was kangaroo.
There was a wallaby or.
No, kangaroo.
The kangaroo.
Yeah,
so it was lying down here.
Oh, well, on the other side of this, although this.
Yeah, on the other side of this branch.
So it was just in this little bit of hollow here. I came over and had a look at it. First thing I noticed was its throat was all ripped out and all it was hanging on.
The throat was ripped off, so you mean there was a...
Oh, the vertebrae was torn out.
Yep.
And all it was holding the head on was just a bit of sinew and skin. But the other
so his bone and neck bone was snapped?
Oh, it was gone. It was just ripped out.
Ripped out. And what other damage did you notice on the body of?
His intestines are hanging out, and what caught my attention was down the sides, basically the belly and that, and even on the shoulder. There were like these deep scratches. Big
scratches. So there was a cut through the skin and to the right through the skin.
Oh yeah. I mean, the whole thing was steaming, so it was fresh. It happened not long before I come down. So.
And do you remember how many cuts? Just rough idea. How many cuts of the body of the kangaroo was there?
Oh, I'd say just one.
One cut.
Yep.
And it was like a deep cut.
Yep. Just like it'd been just raked. But it had also been hit in the gut as well.
Yep.
And there was vapour coming up because it was a cool morning. It was still warm because I checked the intestines, put my hand on them, and they were still warm. And I rolled it over, and it was much the same on the other side. And next minute, this fella here just turned around and he bolted straight back up the paddock there. He just kept going. I didn't call him back or nothing. He just kept going. He wasn't hanging around. And I just thought, whatever did that, it's still here somewhere. And it was funny, I wasn't frightened or anything like that, but I sort of thought, nah, this being that close to the kill is probably not a good thing. So I just quietly backed out of this area, say about 20 feet, and then I just quietly turned around and just walked back up the paddock. Didn't run, nothing like that. But the thing is here, it just felt like whatever had done it was watching. It was here somewhere.
Did you have this feeling of that you have been watched?
Yeah, it was just, you know, so I've been in the bush a long time, so, you know, you sort of pick these things up from time to time, I suppose, but yeah, wherever it was nearby. And anyway, basically that was it. I just headed back up, and, you know, he was waiting for me back up at the place up there, and that was the end of it. I did come back down here about 2 days later, but it was gone. There was nothing left here. I mean, the ground was sort of dying a bit because of all the blood and that, but as far as the carcass was concerned, mate, it was gone.
You're living many of years, you see, like a majority of your life in the bush,
yeah.
And you've seen a lot of roadkills and all different animals. You know, that's normal in Australia. If that was something different when you experienced in your lifetime, or there was...
Yeah. No, I've never seen anything like that. I've seen what wild dogs can do to stock and all that sort of thing, and that wasn't a wild dog who did that. Yeah.
So what would you think could do such damage to animals, you know, in that area?
Definitely cat, but not a normal, not a domestic cat, not a feral cat, no, not to bring a rood down that size. That was a pretty big rood, like it was probably about 5 foot.
Yeah, and you know a lot of people in this area because you're living for a long time. Did you ever hear some similar story, similar damage to animals around that area?
No, nah. If it was, they'd keep it quiet, or it'd be put down to wild dog or something.
Oh yeah, they'd be blaming dogs. But you believe, and I know you are very love animal person,
yeah.
And you know about the dogs. That damage could not be compared to any dog attacks or
No.
dingo attacks or any. Fox wouldn't get on a kangaroo. We know that in Australia. So whoever or whatever did that, there was just something you never seen before.
Well, they brought it down over there, probably killed it there, and then dragged it up into here.
So they'd be about, I would say roughly from the point about 100 meters dragging off and place animal under the tree, and that's what happened that night, and that was
It was about.
What time was that? There was a late afternoon or there was a morning?
It was early. Well, it was just after sometime between 7:30 and 8.
7:30 and 8 in springtime.
In the morning.
In the morning, so the morning attack.
Yeah. But there was no other roos around, nothing like that. It was just this one. Like I said, the thing got my eye was the way he went, and then coming across that big pile of blood over there, and then just following the blood trail into here. Because I seen this, well, I'll tell you that part of the story 2 days previous, what I saw, and that's how I knew it was a cat, because I actually saw it.
I just want to ask you a question on the end. Do you concern that a video clip we're making right now could be released to the public on worldwide net?
I don't have any problems with that. I mean, this happened 3 years ago, you know, it doesn't matter, it's old news, you know. I don't tell much about this story, probably this is the first time said this much about it to anyone, and you know, this is a pretty isolated area, mate. I don't think I've got to worry about anyone coming around here looking for this thing, you know, guns and that sort of thing. So I reckon that's probably why I've kept it quiet, mainly because I didn't want idiots out here running around with guns trying to shoot it. You know?
Yeah, I understand that, and I agree.
It doesn't cause me any harm.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, and there was E597 recording X1. Thank you.